Hello everyone! Today on Vinky's Gaming Thoughts, I'm going to talk about theories and predictions that build up to the next Canticle. I have so many notes, I even have little papers with notes that I took down over the past few weeks or so. So it occurs to me that if lyrium is the blood of a titan and red lyrium is blight-tainted lyrium, then there is a titan somewhere that is tainted with the blight, that is infected with darkspawn and archdemon essence and whatnot. Is that then our next enemy to defeat? This bodes very ill for Thedas. Next little snippet. Another little thought. In Dragon Age Inquisition, we talk about Archon Rhodonis, who apparently has an affinity for cats. Okay, so let me explain my elaborate train of thought that links dots that maybe don't exist. But, I have ADD. I tend to link all sorts of dots in my mind. So, why mention a person we have yet to meet? He seems of little importance on the surface. In Inquisition, I've learned that nothing is for nothing. Even those little things that Cole says, all these little Easter eggs. Like he didn't kill his father, he was his father, But it's not just Easter eggs from other places. There, in Inquisition, there are a bunch of little references to characters or characters who might be affiliated with other characters whom we might know. So, same as Empress Celine has a mage, apostate, advisor by her side. Well, could Rhodonis also have a mage, apostate by his side to counsel him? Who do we know who has an affinity for cats and would find that Tevinter, of all places, is a good hiding place? Because mages rule and stuff like that. And in this hiding spot, someone who could potentially have much in common with the beliefs and philosophies about mages with this Archon, whom all we know has an affinity for cats. Anders. No detail is said for nothing. Potentially we could meet Anders in the next Dragon Age game. Now, Josephine mentions that the Archon has an affinity for cats. But if Anders is in hiding and the Archon is protecting Anders, he could pretend that he's the one with the affinity for cats. And he's just, he's pretending that so that he can have cats for Anders, who's the one who actually has an affinity for cats. Just a theory. Next little tidbit. Small tidbit. The Ginger commented on one of my videos that Solas, taking the Magisters into the Fade, perhaps he was trying to take the Maker's place. And I'll have a little bit more on that with the next Canticle. Cole says to the Inquisitor, voice ringing with fullness from both worlds, guiding me to the shining places, he calls himself Pride. Pride equals Solas. Shining places. Shining ones? City in the Fade? Both worlds, Everneris and Forgotten One? Mortal and God? Fade walking and earthling walking. This to me is a description of Solas. Is he a shining one? Okay, and here's something that builds up more to the next canticle, which I'll go in even more detail in the next canticle. So Aaron Connolly commented, what if the maker was a demon? Perhaps a fear demon. So then I commented, what if he's the fear demon in the Fade in Inquisition? Earth-shattering fear, indeed. He could be the instigator for Mythal's death. Fear leading the Evanurus to want to enter the city in the Fade and kill Mythal. Fear causing Solas to lock them up. Fear making Solas do what he's doing, which potentially you could prove that it's fear and that he's being fed, and like, oh, let's remove this fear and I can think clearly again. In the Fade, Solas says that fear is a primal emotion before most other emotions, like the most primal, except for maybe love. The fear demon is then perhaps the first demon to have ever existed. And we know that demons are spirits. So it could have started off as a spirit. Perhaps the maker was a spirit, corrupted, becomes a demon. So perhaps all that Solas / Fen'Harel has been doing is all due to fear. And like I said, the only way to stop him is to prove that it was fear. And in this case, it could be either Hawk or Stroud or what's his name? Why does it elude me? So Hawk or Grey Warden return from the Fade with the truth. Ooh. Fear demons are the most powerful of all fear-based demons, and they rule over terror demons and fearlings. So it could very well be that the fear demon is one of the first demons to ever exist. This demon develops a more refined palate, attacking the psyche rather than implanting simple fears to scare. The Codex Entry Fear states, beware the fear demon that gorges upon the terror of not only a simple nightmare, but of a nation, for it will grow to such a size that it dominates the Fade. That's what she said. The fear demon in the Fade, it even said that it feeds on and it grew to such a size, and it resides and dominates the Fade. If the maker is supposed to reside in the Fade and dominate the Fade, then it makes sense that the maker be a fear demon who dominates the Fade. So technically the maker is supposed to reside in the Golden City. But if he became the fear demon, and if what Corypheus says is true, this could have been what made the city black in the first place. The maker, a spirit in the Golden City, corrupted, becomes a fear demon, everything turns black. And that's why Corypheus saw the throne as empty. Because the maker is now down below in the lower parts of the Fade as a fear demon. I still prefer the Darkspawn theory, but the maker as an entity of evil is something that kind of appeals to me, because it's like this big shocking moment that could potentially arise in the next Dragon Age games. Hopefully in the very next one. So, what are your thoughts about the Maker potentially being the fear demon in the faith? So, what is the next canticle I'm going to talk about? Exaltations. And it is chock full of lore. And I have so many theories. It's not a very long one, but man, oh man, you do not want to miss this one. I really can't wait to get into it with you guys. So remember to like the video so that other people can find it. Subscribe if you're not already a subscriber. You can also hit the little bell icon to receive notifications. Yay! And let me know your thoughts on some of these snippets and other little snippets that could lead up to this Maker Fear Demon theory. And I'll be referencing some of these snippets when I analyze the Canticle of Exaltations. I'll see you guys soon. Masaranas.